Yo, what's going on? I want to start a new series on, I'm going to call it the AI Agent of the Week. Again, this is like my main passion and focus when it comes to AI, not just AI that can support you, but I want more agents and things happening all around me at all times. But it takes work. It takes, I don't know, strategy and infrastructure. Doesn't have to be difficult, but it does take some different components. So I want to break that down to you. Right now, I'm thinking I'm going to go for maybe 12 weeks, giving you an agent of the week every week. If you got questions, you want to collaborate, you want some custom agents for you, reach out to me and we can talk about it. Now, before I get into details, let me make sure I cover what is an agent, because I don't think there is a clear definition of what it is. To me, a basic of an AI agent versus just AI is that it is AI that can think, plan, do stuff, but it can also access other third-party tools and bring those in. And it also has its own memory. There are triggers, so it can work on a schedule, or it can start based upon, again, other actions or integrations, not just because you manually chat it with it. And of course, it's going to output and, give you some result. I think I made a summary here. Again, AI agent that triggers, they plan, they make decisions, they perform tasks, they access tools, they have a memory, short-term memory and long-term memory, and they also output results. So that's the kind of the distinction between just AI, which if I were to say, what is AI? AI, I guess it can make decisions, it can perform tasks. That's the basics of ChatGPT and the results. You talk to it, it does something, it comes back to you. That's the basics of what AI is, but an agent can do a lot more. So anyway, let's keep going. So one of the big pictures I'm always thinking of, again, my professional background is sales and marketing, so I'm always thinking of business growth in that context. So if you again want to take a step back and look at when I'm looking at an AI agent stack for a company, for a client, for a project, again, I work at bot builders. We build bots, but we do a lot more, and we're adding more of these AI agentic solutions. So what you see here is, if I were to break down the four major types of agents that we're building, we've got research agents that go out and research and curate stuff and bring it back to you. Then we have marketing. Most of us think about marketing, content creation, videos, even conversational AI, conversational agents is in that marketing aspect, but it's also related to sales. So you got sales agents that do personalization, prepare for meetings, help with proposals, presentations, support your sales processes, and then operations, right? Once you have to execute, data entry, different types of CRM updates, managing your email, almost like that admin as well. So these are the four different types of agents as well. If I were to break down different categories. Okay, so let's get back into today's focus is, okay, we're going to talk about an AI agent of the week. And this week, what I want to talk about is the AI agent speaker suite. So I am a keynote speaker. I do workshops. I'm an author. So getting speaking gigs is important to me. It's my best way to put out my thought leadership, and also helps to generate business. And so for other speakers, if you speak, if you create content, having a speaker agent suite with you would be hugely valuable. Again, more than just basic AI chat, more than Chat GPT. So let me break down the three aspects of the suite. And again, over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to teach you more detailed technical aspects of how AI works as we go through each agent of the week. But today I'm just going to highlight a couple things about the speaker suite. Number one, there's three aspects of it. The first agent part of it is the discovery that just on its own every week, it goes out and finds speaking opportunities. The next step is if I'm interested in one of those opportunities, I have the enrichment agent that can give me the contact details of the person in order to take the next step to propose myself. And then lastly, there's the outreach agent that follows up and messages them every week after week after week until it gets a response with a yes or a no. So that's these three aspects is my AI agent speaker suite. Okay, let me give you some more details on it before we get into example. So again, The discovery agent is on a schedule. Every Monday morning, it will give me a draft of speaking opportunities. That's the trigger. It's scheduled every Monday morning. But then the enrichment, I don't need to enrich everything. Every speaking opportunity it gives me is not interested in me. Or it's not of my interest. It may not be my interest. It may not be my expertise. So that trigger is going to be a chat. I'm going to have to talk to it and ask it, hey, this is what we found in discovery. I want more details of this opportunity. And again, lastly, the outreach. Actually, it was originally a chat trigger. Now it's actually integrated, but it does ask for my confirmation before it starts sending out the outreach message. So I don't want all these three to be automatically done without me seeing it. I want it to stop, share me the results before we take the next step. Okay. And again, lastly, the outreach agent or that does discovery, the trigger is Monday morning. The result is an email message. This one, the chat initiates it, and then the result is going to be a Slack message, and it's going to, in the chat conversation, it'll give me the results. And then this one, actually now that they're connected, it's really just going to send out an email and log the pitch inside a Google Sheet so I know what it's been doing. Okay, so that is my agent of the week, the AI Speaker Agent Suite. So let me kind of show you real quick what it looks like. Here we go here. So this was January 12th in the morning. We got an email. Hey, Arvell, here's your weekly report of speaking opportunities for business professionals in Phoenix. And then, so every week I get this. This was 2 days ago. So it's got Arizona SHRM State Conference, SAMA, Arizona Tech Council. It has some other conferences later on in the year, letting me know. And it also gives me some other opportunities of local associations and groups that I could consider to pitch, do some lunch and learns and things like that. So great, details that I get every week. Okay, so that is the agent. So the next step, if I'm interested in one of these, I'm going to pretty much copy and paste. Okay, this one seems interesting. Let me give this to my enrichment agent to give me more details on it. And here is that enrichment agent that I manually drop into the chat. I don't see the message for whatever reason. My message of requesting, I think it might have came later. But anyway, this is the chat. I drop it into the message here. It does research, and it pretty much uses Perplexity on its own, looks into the event. Actually, let me go to this tab, say this one. Just look at it. Find the point of contact for this event. I give it the information. It does its research. I leave 10 minutes later. It finds these point people. I will say I also connected it to my Slack so I can get notified over Slack as well. Here's a Slack bot here. It says, hey, RVL, completed the research. Here's the details. Here's the point person's information and their LinkedIn. This is the primary decision maker for speaker selection. So again, this is information on Slack, and I'll get it right here within the agent conversation. And then lastly, I'll just jump to the end. It also will prime and prepare an email directly to the contact person. So the outreach agent creates the first draft of the email to pitch me as a speaker for the event. It's a little long. I'll probably tweak the prompt. And then you can see here, if I click send email, the agent will send the email. And then there's other steps for follow-up emails. So that is my AI Speaker Agent Suite that does research for events once a week. And I can manually create an enrichment to get contact details. And then I can actually send out emails week after week after week to pitch myself. So that is, again, this is one of my favorite AI agents that I use every single day. So if you like what you hear, I don't know, I'm going to post this video out, maybe put it on YouTube. Definitely engage. Let me know if you got any questions, if you want your own agent for your own business, especially if you want a copy or a customized version of the speaker suite, we can set you up with that as well. But that's all I got for this week. Again, let's stay connected. If you got any questions, just let me know. Create a great day. Bye.